Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video of the Positive Talk playlist. In today's episode, in today's video, I will be having a real talk with you. So I am going to be doing this kind of video more maybe just because it's a small motivational like boost inside me, and I think that is the right time for me to just record this and put it under the Positive Talk playlist. If you haven't checked that playlist yet, don't forget to check it. Make sure you check it because that is also very important for your self-improvement. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. As the title of this video suggests, stop worrying. Like, no, literally, you've got to stop worrying. You are worrying too much. Don't. You don't have to worry too much. You don't. Relax. Don't worry. Don't worry at all. It's okay. It's going to be fine. Once you stop worrying, you start finding things in your meantime. Once you stop worrying, you feel more bored because you don't have anything to sit and think about for the whole day, and you'll start finding things to do rather than waste your energy on something that should not be consuming your mind and energy. Once you stop worrying about anything, any situation, anything, you are clear and you have set proper boundaries to things. Once you stop worrying about things and people, you start caring more about the present. Once you stop worrying about anything, you start focusing on what's in front of you rather than what's behind you. That's the past, or focusing on what is way ahead of you. I've said this before. I've said this before that you've got to rewire your mind for you to be the person you've always wanted to be and all that stuff. But let me tell you, that is true, but you don't have to worry about it. You've got to trust the process, believe in yourself. Once you start believing in yourself, once you start focusing on yourself, loving yourself, and once your whole life is just for you, and once you understand that you are the love of your life, you are the main character of your own life, you are the author, director, producer of your own life, you will stop worrying. You will stop overthinking. You will stop overdoing stuff. Because let me tell you, this is the only chance you have. This life, we're all living it just once. And I know we just want to make the most out of it. Everyone does. But that doesn't mean you've got to keep worrying about it. It doesn't mean that you've got to keep thinking about that bad situation, that trauma that happened to you years ago. It's hard to heal from trauma, but believe it when I say, once you stop worrying about things, your whole life changes. Once you stop worrying too much about any small thing around you that's happening, you'll start loving life. A live example right now. I can worry so much right now about things that are happening around me. I can just say that the oxygen machine in my fish tank is too loud for me. I can hear it. But no, I'm not worrying about it because that thing is necessary for the fishes. And it's not really doing much. It's not doing much to me. It's just there, doing its work. and let it. And I'm letting it do its work. What about the fan? I can hear the fan. I'm really worried that, again, I accept it. I am worried that the fan is louder than me when I sit down and replay this video. But what if I just let things happen? What if I just let things be? What if I just let the oxygen just be? And what if I just let the fan just do its thing? Just let it be. Stop worrying. Now, if I did worry about it, I wouldn't have gotten so far into this video. Trust me when I say this. Because once you start worrying a lot about things in your life, you stop moving forward. You stop focusing and you stop noticing things that is happening to yourself, which is in fact very important to be noticed. Let's just say that you missed a party at your friend's house or something like that, and start worrying about that time. You start worrying that you missed that party, so you didn't have a good time that day, so you couldn't make memories, so you couldn't meet new people, so you couldn't. So what? So what? There are many more opportunities coming your way. Just be patient for it. You didn't go to that party for a reason. And only when you stop worrying about not going to that party, and when you sit in peace and think about why you didn't go to that party, you'll know the actual reason. Maybe it was a very, very, very important lesson that you had to learn. And once you stop worrying, let me tell you, there is nothing yours. Nothing is yours. I'll make that clear. That is for sure. Nothing is ours. Everything that happens around us is to teach a lesson. And everything that happens around us is temporary in life. And you know what is permanent in your life? You. You are permanent. Your mind, your heart, you are permanent yourself. And no one, absolutely no one can take it away. Only when you start surrendering yourself to the temporary around you, you start worrying a lot and you forget that things around you are temporary and you lose yourself. Once you start worrying, you start losing yourself. And losing yourself is the most, it's the worst thing that could ever happen, and that's the worst situation you could ever be in. So, if you don't want to lose yourself, and if you don't want to be in a very bad situation, stop worrying. Stop worrying. Okay, I'm worrying about the fan about me. What? So what? It's how it works. It's how things work. The fan's gonna do the same thing any other day. It's just me who's filming here. So what? Literally, so what? Nothing. Relax. Stop worrying. Stop worrying about the things that shouldn't take much of your headspace. Stop worrying about the things that is literally nothing to be worried about. Once you start prioritizing the things you should and shouldn't worry about, you're on a clear path. And You're a person who knows your boundaries, who set clear intentions, and who are very, very, very clear about their thoughts and processing things around them. Your friends didn't invite you to the birthday party, your relatives are not talking to you, or your friends and family are always putting you down and they're always noticing the negative in you. So what? No, I really want to know the answer for this. So what? Why are you worrying so much? Why are you worrying so much? Nothing's changed. Nothing's literally changed. You're still you. You're still breathing oxygen. You're still walking the same way, talking the same way. But the way you think has changed. Because you're overthinking. Because you're too worried about the things that is literally nothing to be worried about. You know what you should be worried about? And oh, I hate to say it because you should know what you should be worried about. You should be clear about your thoughts. You should know what you should and shouldn't be doing. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm here to help it all out. You should worry about your happiness. You should be worried about how happy you are on an average scale. You should be worried about your grades in school. You should be worried about how you think about yourself. You should be worried about how you feel about yourself. You should be worried about how you are going to reach your goal of being that successful person, being that happy person, doing his or her own thing, just living her own life. You should be worried about that. Because worrying about people is killing yourself. And you know why? Because people don't even care so much. They know that their purpose on this planet is something else. It's not about gossiping. It's not about knowing it all. It's not about any of it. It is about yourself. It is about your life story. And what are you doing? Overthinking, worrying, procrastinating. You're letting people write your damn story. Why? Rethink. Rethink before you start worrying. Start questioning yourself. Start questioning yourself. If you see something that's happening, if you see someone that is supposedly very annoying, ask yourself the question. Are they worth my energy? Is that situation worth my time and energy? And is both of it worth of me? Is it worth of you? No. Move on. It doesn't have to go in your head. Once you start realizing that, once you start analyzing things in that way, in that order, it's easy. Very easy. You're going to college, you have a lot of fests and cultural events, but you want to be a doctor. Do both of it. Do both of it. But you should know when to do what to do when. When it's time for you to practice your dance for the fests, dance and practice. Put all of your attention, focus on the steps, dance and practice. And when you're studying, focus. Your maximum focus should be there. Once you start categorizing and prioritizing your needs and energy, that is when your life's going to change. Not when you're sitting and worried about things. Because when you're worrying about things, nothing's happening. Like, sit down right now, pause this video, think about it. Think about the time you were overthinking. What happened? Think about the time you were too worried. What happened? Did it end good or did it end bad? Whatever. Did you find yourself though? If it's a yes, that's good. That's really good. But if it's a no, let me tell you, you wasted that part of your life. And you're not getting that part back. So be wise. That is it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it. And I think I'm gonna go with this. I have a new schedule. I have a new chapter that has opened up, and I'm so excited for it, which is why it's difficult for me to, record and edit and post videos consistently every Wednesday. So just give me some time. I will figure out a way. And I mostly think that this is the only way for me to film and post consistently, most probably. And just stop worrying. Just stop worrying. See you guys in the next video.